Oh my gosh. Oh my golly. We're all here for a casual Friday.
A whole
Everyone is here.
crew.
Jedi's even here. Hello, Jedi. How you doing? Welcome to Pokemon Legends Arceus. I've not been playing this at all today.
No,
Is that-
it's your
do they-
38,
use-
your level 38 final evolution Pokemon.
Yeah,
You
is that
should
the,
not be playing this very often?
Is that the starting Pokemon? That one that you have there?
That one there? That is my starter. That is my Samurott. That looks pretty cool. And I enjoy that Pokemon quite a bit. I enjoyed this Pokemon game a whole bunch. Who else we got in the gang here? Want to say hi to? Yo.
That's a good Pokemon.
That's a great Pokemon.
Is that a male version or a female version? Do they have genders in this game?
They do
Yeah,
have
they do.
genders. I have a male.
Okay. They've got bigger spikes.
Nice. So, welcome you two to a very special version of a Casual Friday where we're gonna play the game. We might bring a little bit of our quick look format over as we talked about on Wednesday night for our podcast, the Casual Hour. But tonight is all about checking out this brand new Pokemon game, which we've been back and forth on as a crew. Johnny, you and I are playing this. Chase is not. And tonight,
Not yet. I haven't played it. I'm seeing it now. I'm taking in the facts, and I will potentially buy this game sometime this weekend.
hey, you don't have to tell us. We're enjoying it with or without you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad people are enjoying it. I
mean,
was happy to wait.
granted, I haven't spent nearly as much time as Bobby has.
Yeah, I think this is maybe
I'm having a good time so far.
So I'm starting a new job, which is pretty exciting. And one of the things about that is I had a little bit of sick time I could use, and I was able to use some of that before my final day, which is this upcoming Thursday. And I'm incredibly excited about all that, but I used the day off today. My wife was working, and I got to play a little bit of this. By a little bit, I mean all day I played this game, and
Doesn't show.
it doesn't show at all. So tonight, I want to be able to talk a bit about what this game is. I want to be able to talk about like any questions that you all have. I'm happy to answer some of those as I put a lot of time into it. Thought we would go through and do some of the story stuff. So I don't know my exact hour count, but they do a so you have a star rating in this game, and I'm a 3rd star in it.
You played it for 9 hours and 55 minutes.
There
You're
we
a
go.
3-star man.
I'm a 3-star man. There are 5 noble Pokemon that you will have to fight, is kind of a word I would use there. That progresses and unlocks a story. I have taken down 2 of them, which you can see their icons there as red stamps. And the Pokedex is very different in this game. A lot of things in this game are very different, but there's some core elements that I think will bring a lot of familiar fans back into the game. But I've been calling this, and this is probably like too on the nose and maybe not fair, but I've been calling it Breath of the Pokemon. And I think that there's definitely some influences there for it.
You're the first person to come up with that.
I know.
See that connection.
I know. But hey, since I've put 10 hours into it, I feel like I'm the most equipped on the show to confirm it.
9 hours and 55 minutes. Let's not get crazy.
I'm sure you never round up your 1,000 hours in Animal Crossing either, Chase.
I haven't. I tell you specific hour counts. Preston, hey, what's up, buddy?
Preston, welcome to the stream. Let me get us here a little bit larger. There we go.
So Bobby, you're in Jubilife City,
yes,
which is a city in Diamond and Pearl. This takes place in the Gen 4 games in Sinnoh. This is just ancient Sinnoh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ancient
Was it
Sinnoh.
like 2,000 years before or something like that?
It is not disclosed. If it was disclosed, I glossed over it. There's a lot of things from Diamond and Pearl that you will see influencing this game. There's the Diamond Clan, there's the Pearl Clan. They talk about Sinnoh and like the being that blessed the land and what that would look like. People are still coming to terms with what Pokemon are. Do we work beside them? Do we live beside them? Do we even build camps when we go out into our let me see if I can zoom out a little bit further here. Like, do we even build camps in this region because we want to be respectful of the Pokemon? And then there's a belief of, well, we want to get to know them better and we want to work beside them. Catching them is allowing us to make them safer for us to be around. Like, people are very fearful of Pokemon in this time and place, but they're also 100% aware that you just literally fell through the sky, which
through her ripping time and space.
you can't see it right now, but when we get out into one of the regions,
this is an isekai.
Yes. So
Bobby, you know what that word means.
I do know what that means. But the thing is like you're referred to as like a galaxy person because you came from that, and there's a belief that some of the things that are happening with Pokemon are by your standard. And everybody's like, well, how do you know how to handle Pokemon? Like, how are you so gifted and confident to be around them? Because people are very fearful to even go and be a part of it. So you've been recruited into a group. I had that pulled up here just now, so you can see that we are a 3rd star member, and that's a lot like the gyms. So when you get your star rankings, hey, you can handle Pokemon up to level 40 now. They will obey you. The way that is done is you get your Pokedex reviewed. So when we go out into the region, we're going to be capturing Pokemon. We're going to be observing Pokemon, and as we're doing that, it's upping the stats that we get at the end of our time out there. So you're not on a time limit, but whenever you come back to Jubilife here, the professor's gonna be like, hey, let me talk to you. So you did this much stuff. We're gonna pay you for that. So that's how you're making your money in this game. And then after you make your money, they're like, let me take a look at your Pokedex. Oh, wow, you did all these things to complete it. And so what that means is when you come into your Pokedex, you're gonna see, these are the ones that like, I don't have a Parasect, but I've encountered them. And so they're grayed out, but I do have like a Zubat, right? So each one of these categories are being checked off, and when you do that, you get a point total. And when you achieve 10 points per Pokemon, you've completed that Pokemon. So you're going to get this that will show you like, hey, you've completed it. And so as you can...
And so even though you haven't finished some of these things, like number you defeated with Grass-type Pokemon, you have 0, you still have completed this. So you don't have to do everything. You just have to do enough of the things to make it count. Okay.
And so when we do this, we get... This point goes into our progress meter that fills up that star count. So then you would come back into this main headquarters, which is where we're going to have to go to move this story forward.
Do we know how many Pokemon are in this game?
I don't. And there's been a pretty solid mix of Pokemon so far. I think that the safe answer I will give you, Chase, is I bet you every Pokemon that's in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are going to be probably present here from an asset standpoint. Like, I would not be surprised by that at all.
240.
Never mind.
I was gonna say I don't know if that's true.
I'm sorry, I was just reading chat here. Whip, welcome to the stream. We're happy to have you here and check out some of this gameplay. We're just doing like a kind of a brief overview because we're treating this a little bit more like one of our quick looks. And we just learned how to say that word tonight. So here's the professor for this one. If you come into here, there are going to be requests that are posted on his Blackboard. There's a shit ton of side quests. So like, there's a lot more of an RPG to this, I think, than prior Pokemon games. And you will find all kinds of side quests that you can do throughout the worlds and for other people. It's pretty awesome. So I'm going to grab this down here, and then we will head out, and I will show you what it's like to encounter some of the Pokemon.
I'm also just really interested to see what the game is like outside of a town. When I think about Pokemon games, I think about going down routes and certainly encountering Pokemon in tall grass and things like that, but also a lot of trainers. and I don't remember seeing a lot of trainers in the trailers for this game.
Yeah,
Are you actually
it's not really a
battling other
thing.
people very often?
No, there's like some people that are on your crew that are not confident on how to handle their Pokemon. So one of the girls that is your partner, she got attacked by a Pokemon, and it really fucked her up, and it fucked up her Pikachu, and now her Pikachu just doesn't work well with her. And so you're teaching her how to be more confident, and like you're doing mock battles with her to talk through what that looks like. I'm gonna go out to the very first starting area, and then we can hop.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I was not the. I was not me. I'm happy it happened, but I'm just saying it's not me.
Jiggy.
So I guess we got to do it.
He wants to know about Monster Rancher.
Well,
Here's where Chase goes. It's not my numbers. You don't get to talk about it. Here it comes.
It's true. It's true. It's true. I mean, you got to give me a number between 1 and 59. It might. Who knows? Monster Rancher might be on this list. It might not be. We'll see.
All right, Chase. While you're getting that pulled up, let me just explain what's going on here, because we just left the city, and when you come out of the city or the town, whatever you want to call it, you're going to be introduced to one of your camps. There's not like the Poke Centers that you're used to for healing. At one of your camps here, you've got a few things that you're going to be doing. You can rest up and change the time of day. Different Pokemon will be out at different times of the day, so you want to make sure that you're being 100% alert of what's going on there. So you can just do a quick rest, and that's going to heal up you and your squad. Down here is if you wanted to switch out your Pokemon. So this is the current squad that we're running with. We do have... I'm going to do something really quick with this Graveler, because I just got this guy. So that Rhyhorn is actually an alpha Rhyhorn, and we'll talk about that here in a second too. I promise you I'm going to do the Jiggy. I promise I'm going to do the AMA. Let me just get this set up here, and then I can do that while I'm running through this open field here. The other thing is you can buy goods from here, but a big part of this game is going to be item management and crafting. And so here I have an item storage, and I just been dumping a lot of my stuff on here because your satchel has limited space. So I've upgraded my satchel quite a bit, and the first time you do it, it's 100 coin. Now, each time I do it, it's like over 2,000 to do that. So it's a pretty expensive upgrade. So I've just been managing putting stuff into my item box over here. But as you're crafting at a camp...
And the item box is unlimited?
The item box has multiple... So I feel like they've taken a lot of what you would get from the PC. So I have 6 spots here. I don't know if that will continue to expand as I've grown my items. The nice thing too is if you have it in the box or in your storage, you can craft right over here. So you actually make Pokeballs in this. You're also making your potions and your revives. It's really fucking neat. You're gonna capture and get ingredients out in the wild like you would in Breath of the Wild as well. Let me get caught up here on chat so then we can just AMA and get out here and catch some Pokemon. Good, you have been chilling after a long week. I'm happy you're believing in me. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, this is more of a Pokemon research game, no battles or catching. No, Whip, there's a lot of battling. I would say, and Johnny, you can chime in here, that the battling or the encounters is...
It's mainly just wild Pokemon. Like, there's not a ton of trainers that you're fighting against, because this is set in a time period before, Pokemon and people live together, and like it's very, very different.
The last thing...
There's also a lot of...
Go ahead.
There's also a lot of catching in this game, right?
That's a ton of catching.
It actually feels a little bit more like the Let's Go games.
Yes.
Where you're just catching tons and tons of Pokemon, and not all of them matter. In fact, I'm sure you probably release a bunch of these Pokemon and only keep a handful as the ones that you want. Yeah.
So like you do that. There's also stuff like number of times caught. So like I can get more here by catching. Mm-hmm. So like I'll catch and release. And the other thing too is that there's the alpha stuff in different sizes, and people want that. It is set before that. People are not familiar with the catching mechanics. Draw your attention to the bottom right screen, because I'm going to be talking here in a second, and I want you to know what I'm working with here. So this is the Pokemon menu, and you can see that we can cycle through our 6 Pokemon that we have with us. So if I want to throw out a Pokemon, I can, and he will be out, and I can fight, do whatever I need to do that way. Now I can switch back over, and now I'm on my item menu. So when you encounter Pokemon, I'm going to be crouching and sneaking up because there is a stealth mechanic to this now. So if I hit them on the back with a ball and they're not aware of it, there's a higher percentage that I'm going to get them. Yeah. Same thing with this. Now this is a very big Rhyhorn. This is an alpha Rhyhorn, so he's bigger than normal. But you will see me cycling between Pokemon and items, depending on what we're doing here. Chase, what the fuck am I going to be doing?
Jiggy asked for number 34, which is a great call. And that means, actually, Bobby, I feel like this is the best chance you have of getting one of these correct. I think you're familiar with this title. We'll see.
All right.
Bobby, your anime is Interstellar 5555, the story of the secret star system, and those S's are all fives.
How on earth would you think that I would have any familiar concept of what this is?
Okay, well, I guess you don't. We'll come back to it. But it is, let's see, genres I got to give you: adventure, drama, sci-fi, and I'll give you an extra one here of music. Music as a genre, if that helps you at all.
So, what was the title one more time? A lot of S's and fives.
Interstellar 5555, 4 fives, not 5 fives, 4 fives. What was it? The story of the story of the secret star system.
Oh my god.
That's a dead wormhole right there.
That's just roasted him.
Okay. This is it's basically Rocky Horror, but in space. And in space, instead of animated corpses coming back to sing and dance, it's robots that they're encountering. And because of that, Interstellar is Stella. That's her name, right? And she's an interloper in space, and she's doing all that she can to find love while planet hopping and cycling through the galaxies way above. And in doing so, she animates a robot that she ends up finding companionship in. But it's also got the AI of a past lover who was killed on a mission that failed as they were going into space. It was a real tragedy.
This is all very dramatic.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's anime, right? It has to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the music part come into play?
It's a musical.
Sure. Okay. Of course.
So the whole thing is just.
You said Rocky Horror.
Yeah. Remember?
Yes, my mistake. I'm so sorry.
What I mean, what's the missing piece here? Like I thought you. Oh.
The missing piece is. Have you ever heard of a band called Daft Punk?
Yeah.
This is the movie they made for their album. That's just all anime.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. Which is why I thought you might know this one because you like music.
Yeah.
You don't like anime, but you do like music.
I'm sorry, I got that wrong.
This is all the blue people. They're in a band.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
I've seen it for the album Discovery, right?
That had one more time. That like the clips from the music video is actually from this.
Yeah. All the music videos were part of the movie. Yeah. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Like I look. I will say this much. I joke around about my disdain for anime here on the show a lot, but that I fucking adore Daft Punk. And I'm familiar with what that is because I've watched those music videos so many times. I did not know that's what it was from. So that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Anime, pretty cool.
You know what else is really cool, Chase?
Cowboy Bebop, which you've definitely watched some of.
Evolving Pokemon. Shall we evolve?
That's true. I did see Can Evolve This Rhyhorn. I would like to see.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
So
before you do this, can you explain?
That doesn't listen.
Can you explain the differences between regular Pokemon, Alpha Pokemon, which this Rhyhorn is, and the Noble Pokemon?
Yeah. So regular Pokemon are regular ass Pokemon. I will show you an Alpha in the wild. So this is a level 45. I can't fully control him right now because I'm not quite there. So I'm hoping that we can get that taken care of tonight. You will encounter multiple Alphas in the wild, they are fucking huge in comparison. Like this Rapidash that I'm hoping shows up, it's comical. It's bigger than the Denver horse outside of the airport there in Colorado.
The Blue Devil?
Yes, I mean, dude, this thing is massive. They have red eyes. They usually have different move sets, higher stats. You can capture them, but it's a very difficult thing to do. So what I'm really excited about is that we get to evolve one here, and let's do that right now. So,
sure.
Let me also show you that this is how the evolution works. It will only do. You will only evolve when you're ready to do it. So you get a pop-up like this saying, "Hey, you just hit the point where you can evolve it." I can come in here and do that right now, and then it gives you the evolution screen. So this is what it looks like.
Sure. What are the does this have different requirements to evolve than other Pokemon games? Is it still just, hey, this needs to hit a certain level, or do you have to get like a certain? Or are there other conditions?
Certain level is what I've seen so far. Now there are going to be some new variants, and I don't quite know. Like, I don't know how to make my my Scyther a Kevlar yet, and so over here, when you mentioned noble Pokemon, that first icon there is actually a Kevlar. I believe I think that's the name of what the new one is. So a noble Pokemon is going to have some sort of like ailment done to it. They are very large as well, and they are glowing. They usually have some sort of blight affecting them, and there's a whole boss fight. So like when you go into that battle, I'll reference Ocarina of Time. So like whenever you would be fighting a boss in Ocarina of Time, the way that the camera would like zoom in and say the name of the boss really big, it does that for these.
Oh, Borderlands.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lord and Savior Borderlands.
Yes, of course.
So you are using the throwing mechanic for a noble fight, and you are trying to remove the blight. If you can daze the Pokemon while you're just pelting it with these, it will have an opportunity for you to throw one of your Pokemon into the fight. And if you can lower its health bar down enough, you get this huge window of just like removing a lot of blight. And once that's done, the battle's over. And these are like, I don't want to call them a mascot, but they are like the ancient savants for these groups. So like the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan, like I've fought both of theirs that have been inflicted with ailments, and you've been trying to keep these clans from going to war, and you want to have everybody working together because there's this giant fucking rift. Where is it at? Why can't we see that? There it is. So you came out of that thing, and that's causing some problems, and we're trying to we're trying to keep everything at bay with that.
Can you catch the noble Pokemon, or is it a Cubone's mom situation?
It's Cubone's mom right now. So like maybe eventually you'll get it, but they want it to be something where it's like, hey, you can't capture this. It's very sacred to us. So like, don't even try.
Got it.
So
what are we doing?
Oh my God! Look at the size of this lad.
That's a large boy.
It's a thick boy.
He also.
Yeah.
He's also not the happiest of Mons.
Okay, so right now I just came out to this main area. We can go back, or I can just go around and try and catch some shit. So as I mentioned, like there is a lot of catching on this. If you wanted to sneak around, it'll give you that icon saying like, hey, that Pokemon's available to be caught right now. If I were to hit it directly on the back, it's going to give me a bonus on capturing it. And this is one of the coolest things. When you catch something, it gives you a little firework out of your Pokeball, and
it's a nice touch.
That's awesome. So you see there, go ahead.
Is there anything keeping you from just running from one side of the map to the other? Does it have barriers that it puts up of, hey, you're not high enough level to go here yet?
So that bridge right there, that's the first time that you expanded further. You had to battle somebody that had a higher level Pokemon that you encountered, and they just wanted to see if you could beat it, and then they opened it up. So like you'll run into some stuff like that from time to time.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's been pretty open for you to go and do stuff. You've seen me do this a few times as we've been talking. I'm throwing my Pokemon. Oh, you see up there in the upper part of my screen, I have that red eye. So there's a Pokemon that's chasing me that wants to attack me. This poor little thing's about to just...
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
Is there any
It's level 3.
Is there any like HM equivalent here? I know. I guess that's where the rideable Pokemon come from. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 2 Pokemon that I can ride right now. I've got this deer that he's got a burst mode and he can jump really high, so you can kind of Skyrim up some of these rocks with him. Then I also have this big bear.
Oh.
And
I don't think I've seen this. Is that a Hisuian Ursa ring?
yes. And the cool thing about him is that he can pick up scents. So like I had one mission where I had to find a girl that had like got lost in the woods, so you got her scent and tracked her down. And there's also like treasures, so it kind of works as a little radar, so you can follow him along. And if there's something,
Is there also a Hisuian Teddy Ursa, or just the evolved version?
I think just the evolved version, because I haven't seen the Teddy Ursa. I have a Teddy Ursa, but it's not that yet. The one thing about the moveset that I'll show you that I think is really interesting. So you'll see it pop up a lot when you are leveling up your Pokemon. It's like, hey, I learned a new move. And they also master moves. So there's 2 things to note that's different from other Pokemon games that really come into play for battling. So if I went up here to my Samurott, I can change moves. And so I have an entire pool of moves that I can swap out however I want to.
Oh, that's
wow.
cool.
Okay.
That's nice.
So
I'm into this.
like you can start to craft out like a loadout for your Pokemon on what would be a really good moveset that you're into. But the other piece of this that's neat is you see these scrolls that are to the left of the move.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically letting you know that you've mastered that move. And so
it's as effective as it can be.
So I'll show you really quick. Let me just get into a quick fight. I think there's another Horse Soul over here. So rather than throwing a Pokeball, you can just immediately throw your Pokemon out. So we're gonna go into this battle. One of the other things I really like about this battle is that you can like move throughout the entirety of it. So you've got complete form over this battle that's happening. So when I go into fight, you'll notice that I've mastered all of these moves. So if I wanted to do a tackle, there's an agility state that you can go into, or a strength stance that you can go into. So if I went to the agile,
when those unlock.
That's when those unlock.
Gotcha.
So what's going to happen here is when you do the agile, it's going to be this move's power and effects are reduced, but in return, your next turn becomes more likely to come sooner. So you move faster in that timeline. The other thing is I can go in and I can do a strong stance, which means that I'm going to have a stronger attack, but at the cost of my next turn going after. So I'll do this one fast and show you what that looks like. So it's a much weaker version of it, but it does let me go in and attack again right away. So not only do we get to change our movesets out, you can master movesets and have 2 different stances for each move, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Seeing weather, is that something that just changes randomly as you go, or is that something that certain regions have certain weather? Do you know if it changes the kind of Pokemon that you find out in the wild?
Weather does have an impact on what you will see, from at least what I've perceived so far. Day and night cycles 100% do as well. We're about to encounter in the wild our first alpha.
Oh, that Abomasnow? It's fine.
No, that's not Abomasnow.
Snorlax.
That's a big old fucking Snorlax.
Oh, it is a Snorlax.
And
oh my god. He's mad.
Well, that's just how they always look. So I'm gonna try and sneak up a little bit here. No, not with the bear. Definitely not gonna sneak there. I want to get up on this. There we go. And then I'm going to crouch down a little bit. And we're gonna try and sneak up on him, so I can at least get a surprise attack in on this big boy. God, look at this size of this. I'm just in awe of him.
It's a thick boy.
Oh, God. All right, we didn't get the surprise attack on him. He's going to probably get the drop on us here first. Yeah, he's going to... Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah.
Fire is going to be a strong move against your run.
Whew. I mean, he's gonna drop our right on here, but that's okay. God, he didn't. He's not. Of course, he's not gonna listen to me too. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Well, he's dead now.
He's dead now. But this will be good. Like he's probably gonna, unless I run away, he's just going to wipe the team here. But if I can get him down enough to try and catch him, we'll do that. But this will be good for everybody to see what happens.
Is there any? Is there any downside to whiting out as previous teams before getting wiped out?
So you will leave behind a bag, and I will show you what I mean by that. God damn it, this fucking guy!
Try and catch him.
He's sleeping.
Okay.
He's sleeping.
All
Do you have any heavy balls?
Well, I have a great ball and a heavy ball. Okay, we'll try a heavy ball. Heavy ball for a heavy boy.
Okay.
He's busting out of this shit, guaranteed.
So when you're in
There
a when you're in a battle,
Yep,
all the balls you throw automatically work. But when you're outside of a battle,
correct.
you have to actually aim them.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's two things I can do here. I can just start to move away. If I move away fast enough, there goes our Gyarados. Great. God, this guy's fucking beefy.
So even though he's 45, I think I saw something that said these alpha Pokemon have boosted stats. So even if you're bringing a team of 45s against them, you're still probably at a distance.
And the other thing too is so you can see off to the right there, he's got 2 buffs. He's enraged. So if you try to catch a Pokemon that's an alpha and they bust out, then not great at all. Whip, thanks for stopping by. You should definitely check this game out. It's a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. All right, let's see what we can do here. He avoided the attack while asleep. Cool.
Yeah, I did that last time too.
Great. Great. All right, he's gonna kill us here. Great. This is going exactly as I want it to.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Can you run away from an alpha Pokemon?
I can. That is absolutely something you can do. You can choose the run option, or you can physically distance yourself from it. And if I get him down enough, though, I should be able to catch him. But it's not going to happen here.
I don't know. Here.
We might be able to get there. Yeah, all right, he's gone.
Do you have any revives?
I do, but I mean, I think I got enough Pokemon here that. No, I've got 2 left. I might be able to get him down enough. We'll see here. I should be able to get a pretty good hit on him right now.
Yeah, if you can burn it, that's gonna really help you out.
All right, he's gonna fucking
well,
heal
there he
up again.
goes.
God damn it!
Yep, that's always the risk.
You can't even burn him when he's asleep already.
God damn it! All right, he's no longer drowsy. Oh boy, horsepower. That'll do it. All right, so this is it, right?
Yeah.
It's your last Pokemon, yeah. Confuse. Yeah, wow.
Oh man.
Now I think you can still confuse even when somebody's asleep, because that's not a traditional status effect.
Try one more time, catching him while he's asleep. Fuck.
I didn't like that.
That's gonna be a no.
No confusion.
Okay. Back to sleep.
He dressed while he was already asleep?
He's
No,
he's a
woke up.
tired boy. We'll try one
No.
more ball. It's not going to work out, but what do we have?
No, it's not.
Okay. So now he's pissed.
Yeah.
So team's wiped. Now
Yeah.
what it does is you're just left to try and get away from him, and you are fucked because you don't have any Pokemon. So you can attempt.
Oh, yeah, you are able to run away. at
Yeah,
this
but
point.
you can't catch him when he's pissed off. So we can get away from him. It's not the end of the world.
This Pokemon seems perfectly fine.
Now, will that Snorlax stay there until you catch it?
They rotate out sometimes, but I've always found that Snorlax over here. So he just hangs out guarding the path. So what we can
That
do
Pokemon's
is
tiny on that hill.
that wisp up there.
Yeah.
So there's an item, this thing here, this odd keystone. So each area has... Johnny, your wife is the loudest person I think I've ever
She's so
encountered.
loud.
She's
She's
so loud.
so
Why is your wife so loud?
I don't know.
Incredibly loud. It's so distracting.
God,
I'm very
she's loud.
sorry. I can mute myself.
No, mute your wife.
Yeah, that's not. You're not the
You're
problem.
fine. It's your wife. This keystone will collect those wisp, and like each area has a set amount. And then there's a girl back in the city that you can get stuff through with that.
Okay, so that odds keystone in Diamond and Pearl is used to get Spiritomb. So I wonder if that's also the case in this game, where maybe one shows up eventually.
So as you progress in the game, one of the things you're going to come in, you're going to be able to fast travel to your camps.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to come here. Oh, I don't want to put a pin there. Shit. Let me get rid of that really quick. We're going to head back to camp. And then...
Nice.
Yeah.
Jiggy, we were nice. We said Johnny is fine. It's his wife that's the problem, and there's not enough casual coins in the world to make us say something nice
No,
about Johnny.
not at all. All right, so all of our Pokemon are back up. But let me head back out of here so you can see what... This is what's going to happen every time you leave. I'm only going to leave so I can get back to another part and encounter some Pokemon that I'm really curious about catching. So we're going to do that here. You have to do your survey results. So this will pop up, and this is what they'll show you. So we didn't really try and catch a whole lot of things, but it would pop up here, and this is where you'll get paid for your efforts. So we caught a Pokemon, not a big deal. We did get a backstrike on it, which is great. Jedi Fair. His sun is not louder. There's nothing louder than Misty. There's nothing brighter than the sun. There's nothing louder than Misty.
And also, we are also good friends with Johnny's wife as well.
Yes.
Which is why I feel comfortable saying that she needs to shut the hell up right now.
We only know Chase because of my wife.
That's true. I knew.
Misty
Johnny's
Misty
wife way before I
hates
knew
this
Johnny.
show anyway, so like if she can sabotage it, she's happy.
Good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
And now if Johnny was doing this, different situation completely. All right. So then we can come back in here. Let's get this mission so I can go back out to the other part of the camp. Let me show you my house really quick. I think this is my house.
I hope so.
Just walking into somebody.
It is my
Isn't that
house.
such a weird thing in RPGs that you just walk into people's homes and start taking shit?
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
like, yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this reel of cheese.
You can change the day progression from your house. You can also change your clothes. There's different things that you can unlock in the game. You can buy stuff. There's some pre-order bonus stuff that you can grab. It's neat. Like this has been in a few Pokemon games now, so that's all here as well. But you also have your items you can dump stuff into. And then if you wanted to keep track of like missions to turn in when you're back in town. Whoops, did not mean to hit that button. So this is your main mission on what you can be following. You can also come over here and go down these.
A lot of side quests.
Got a lot of those here as well. Should we get that Ponyta?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Sure.
So who do we got to talk to kick this thing off? There we go. Town seems pretty cool.
Is it Ponyta or is it Ponyta?
I don't know. Ask your wife. She'll probably be able to tell us.
Because I've always said it's pony with ta at the end of it.
Yeah.
Chase, you asked earlier about like the repercussions of dying on here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So over by mystery gifts now, there's a section called Lost and Found. When you go into this, these are items that people who are playing the game, kind of asynchronous, have lost. So like when they die, they've dropped this off. When you go back out to them,
and you can go find those things.
Yep.
And claim them as your own.
You find them and you return them. And so you send them to her, this lady over here, and then you get a gift for doing it. But you also get a currency, which I've got merit points up to 326 right now. So if we come over here and we talk to Simona, this is where you do your trades at.
Okay.
So I can use those merit points to...
Oh, okay, sure. So you could get like that, the middle orange one at the bottom there. What is that called?
The protector?
Protector to get the Rhyperior.
Yep.
Since you have a ride on now.
Yep. That is what you can
That's
do.
cool.
Yeah. So...
so if there are trades in the game, are there still trade evolutions in that you have to like buy that metal coat and put it on a scyther to get a sizer, or are there ways of just evolving?
I think this Razor Claw might be what will get us. So I don't know if you have to go to sizer and then to the other one, the Kevlar, but his hands look like this thing for the Razor Claw. But then if you do the trade here, you go online, you have to put a code in. So this is how you would link up to do that. And I do believe that there are going to be those types of trades that would happen that way.
Is there wonder trading in this game?
Not that I have encountered.
Okay.
All right, let's talk to this person, figure out where this...
Trading's cool.
It is cool.
It's a very cool thing. I'm disappointed that it's not in the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl games.
Okay, Professor got excited. Horseshoe Plains. Okay, we can do that. So now we're going to head out of town. And we're hopefully going to get us a shiny Pokemon. There are some world events that do happen. So apparently finding shinies in this game is easier than it has been in the past. There will
there's a way to like game the system a little bit. I was reading about. I think I sent that to you guys.
Yeah, there's.
Bobby, is there any other interaction with other players outside of the lost and found and the trading?
Not that I've seen. No.
Okay.
So
maybe not the best Strand game of 2022.
Maybe not. So we need to head this way, but actually, I did not realize this, but there is a mass outbreak happening, which...
Yeah, Bobby, look outside your window.
Oh. Ooh.
Omicron, baby, we're in it.
Ooh. Let's head to this camp really quick, and I'll show you, maybe there'll be a shiny here. This is how you farm shinies with these mass outbreaks, so...
a mass outbreak of Shellos too.
Yep. All right.
I wonder if with the blue ones or the pink ones. You are on the west side, so I guess you're probably going to get the pink ones.
Am I going the right way?
If that holds true for this game.
What'd you say?
Jiggy, am I really the second person to connect this to Death Stranding? That'd be funny.
Chase will always and forever try and connect to Death Stranding.
Hey, you're the one who said Lost and Found and doing stuff with the players. I just connected the dots. I mean, Breath of the Wild, it's an obvious comparison. Like you see this and go, okay, that's what they're going for.
But Death Stranding.
Yeah. I wouldn't think Nintendo would go, oh, you know what? Let's make a Death Stranding style Pokemon game. That sounds like a great. I mean, that does sound like a great idea.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get over there. I don't have a means to get into the water yet.
Okay, you haven't found that evolution of Basculin. That thing looks pretty cool. That big fish.
Yeah.
Trailers.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. That's all right. So we'll just follow along with our marker here, and we're gonna try and find this Ponyta. Go from there.
Yes.
That Dark Souls.
Oh yeah. I mean, every game is Dark Souls.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
Bobby,
cruise.
what was the second noble Pokemon you fought? Was it the Tangrowth?
The what now?
Was it a Tangrowth?
For Alpha, you said?
No, the other noble Pokemon. You had.
No. God, what is it? It's not the Rose. Is it Rosalie or whatever?
Roselia? Roserade?
It's you might be able to know by looking at her face here, or the icon a little bit. So she's like real petally. She's just,
probably a Lilligant or Lilliput or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Lilligant, yeah.
We need to figure out how to get over there. Is there a spot right here?
You know, as long as we're guessing Pokemon, let me try something here.
Hey!
That work?
Yeah,
that worked?
this is.
Hey, that did work.
Just answer it in the chat, friends. Oh,
yeah.
Let's see if we can get this.
You know the
bad boy.
Pokemon? Go ahead and tell us.
I know it. Am I allowed to say?
Yeah, answer
I
it.
also know it. But...
Went into the water. Not good.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice job.
Oh no, Bobby's drowning.
Wow. Okay, that's. This is Breath of the Wild.
Hey, we're okay. Worked out
Ran out
better.
of stamina.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna try and fight that thing really quick.
You have recharging health. Is that what that is?
Yep.
So it doesn't have strawberry jam. It has kind of that.
It does turn into strawberry jam.
Oh, it does.
It will.
Okay. Because it had like that silhouetting that was more like calligraphy brush strokes.
Go eat that berry. We'll sneak up on you here.
Oh, it's Hitman.
The expired spaghetti sauce at it.
Yeah.
All right. Build with angst.
Oh damn.
Should be able to capture him pretty quick.
Is this still regular Pokemon rules? If you make it faint, you can't catch it. You
Correct.
gotta get it low. Okay.
Yep. You do get a nice XP boost though if you kill one of these. Fuck yeah.
Not bad.
We got it.
Decent. I mean, you already got your Samurott, so you don't really need it, but it's a pretty good Pokemon.
Yeah. And it dropped.
And it looks like everything gets experience. There's an experience share.
Yep.
Just right off the bat.
Which is really great.
Okay.
Okay, we'll head back on our quest to figure out where we can cross, which
Yeah.
I
You
think...
know, while you do that, I'm gonna throw another one of these in the chat.
Yeah, keep doing it, man. Those are a lot of fun.
There's a worn bridge over there.
Where at? Oh, I see it down there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can somebody spell this one?
is this is that the evolution of it?
It is. I'm gonna let people take a guess before. Give it
Oh
right.
man, I don't remember at all.
I wonder if I know how to spell it. I guess I'll try it.
Why don't you ask Misty? She might know.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
She's sitting right next to me.
No, I guess I didn't spell it right. All right, I'm not gonna guess anymore, but I am gonna look up how to spell it.
We type.
Ah, I see. I was close. I was only a letter off. If that helps.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. It's an unusual Ponyta.
You know what? Let's get this one out of the way so I can
Catch
we can
the
see more of
string.
this. Yes, thank you, Jiggy. 2 S's. Well done.
All right.
Let's go. Oh, that was a shiny Palisand too.
I think a lot of them are going to show up shiny on this for some reason.
Mm. Well, that's appropriate because we also have a shiny in front of us right now. I would say one of the best shiny designs in all of Pokemon.
Yes.
Go for that. You want that berry. Go get that berry.
Those blue flames, pretty good. It's actually a disappointment when this thing evolves into Rapidash because the Rapidash has kind of gray flames. That look cool. I mean, they also look cool. But
Got it.
Did they change it?
Yeah, for this one they changed it back to the original. What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Also blue flames for Rapidash?
Hang on a second.
Yeah?
What?
We got a space-time situation.
Ah, okay.
This is another kind of like a public event.
Mm-hmm.
These get pretty spicy. Let me see if I can get us over to it.
Yeah, you face like a handful of Pokemon all at the same time.
Yep.
It reminds me a lot of what's the game that you played, Bobby? The one with the bow where you're sliding all around.
Journey? Not Journey.
No.
Pathless.
You know, Pathless, yes.
Yeah.
Where you kind of go into these zones and it's like, okay, you are in the bad zone now and you're facing a real challenge while you're in here.
Right way.
Yeah, they changed it back to violet for this one. For Rapidash.
That's cool.
The hottest part of the flame is blue. That is right, Jiggy. All right, we're going to try and find this space-time event.
That's what Hank Hill will tell you.
I keep that thing on me.
Tell you what, do you know what a hammer is?
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
That goddamn video game.
Perfect. Thank you, Jedi. Okay, so this is a space-time break or
so
whatever.
I think that this is pretty related to where you come from. God damn it.
Sure. And, I mean, the legendaries from Diamond and Pearl are literally the Pokemon of time and the Pokemon of space.
Right.
So this all tracks.
How are you all feeling about the game? Like, I know that it's kind of hard to, like, get a feel for everything in this. That's what it looks like. You got this iridescent bubble. So when we enter into that, it'll start to trigger some of this here.
We haven't talked about how the professor you meet reveals that all Pokemon have the ability to reduce their size down to a molecular level, and that's why they can fit in Pokeballs. Like,
it's very astute.
He says that twice in like the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's like these Pokeballs are made out of wood, but also the Pokemon magic lets them stay in the ball. That's whatever.
Yeah, fine.
Very good.
I kind of like the design of the new Pokeballs.
I do
the
too.
old Pokeballs, I guess.
Yeah, no. I like that. I like a lot of the art direction of this game. I think the actual art is terrible. This looks awful.
Well, it's a Switch, Chase, so it's going to look bad.
No, you can't just say that. Breath of the Wild was a Switch game that was actually a Wii U game, and it still looks way better than this, and has a lot more going on than this game does. That's not fair. Like this game should look a lot better for the amount of money you could pour into it. That being said,
The amount of money you could pour into it.
Sure. That being said, I'm actually pretty interested in what I'm seeing here from a gameplay perspective. I think this seems kind of cool. I kind of want to check it out. I'll probably be downloading this sometime this weekend.
I don't know if I need like the last time I did this, it just kind of triggered after a period of time. So I don't know if that's going to be the case here or not.
Do you have to catch the Pokemon that are in here already before new Pokemon show up?
Let's just try taking you out really quick.
That's the worst.
Yeah, you ran away. I would run away too.
You're damn right, Cricketot. You're damn right.
Tater tot. Let's see, okay.
He's keeping its guard up, and then it's like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna head out.
Will you fight me?
Look at how good that Pokemon looks.
He is looking really good.
Like, just what a design. I'm not a big fan of Floatzel, but Weasel.
Yeah,
That's a.
I like
that's a
Weasel
good
quite a bit.
Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah, even the sounds that things make when you pick them up, it's like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they know exactly what they're referencing here. That piano.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck I don't know how to trigger it. Like, this kind of did it the last time I was doing this.
Yeah.
Finally. Cricketot's back on the menu.
Or revenge.
Maybe you have to hide in the grass.
Let me try leaving and coming back into it.
I watched a review yesterday where a guy was doing this exact thing. He was in one of these and like a Kadabra and a Vaporeon and something else showed up.
It got really, really wild. I don't know if there's like a... Oh, I'm starting to hear some stuff. Starting to hear a little thunder.
Yeah,
there we go.
Xenoblade Chronicles. Okay. Xenoblade Chronicles X is probably a closer parallel in terms of like the actual art design here. Okay, you got a Sneasel. That's an A+ Pokemon right there. A Haunter. We like that.
Got the Sneasel.
Oh, and a Licky
Licky?
too. Oh, Toxicroak. There's some good Pokemon. Could you also be battling these things, or all you can do is throw Pokeballs?
You can battle them too. I'm just trying to stay hidden so they don't kill me, and I can try and capture more of them.
Yeah.
We got somebody. Who'd we get? Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Licky.
Okay, we're doing all right so far. Doing pretty good. Who'd we got? Ooh, an Eevee. Take that.
Oh, definitely like an Eevee.
I wonder if they have all the evolutions in this game.
I think there's a new one I heard. I got the Eevee.
There's a new Eevee?
I thought there was.
A new evolution?
Somebody was saying that there was. I might be wrong. Oh, shit. That person saw me. It's not good. Oh, God. All right, we're going to fight a bear. Oh, I'm fighting two bears. I'm losing to two bears.
And these are regular rings.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do here.
I'm not seeing anything about a new.
Okay, then I read something wrong. God damn.
But it does appear that all the previous ones are in from
Came to the wrong hood.
Sylveon. What's the best Eevee evolution, chat?
It's a great question.
Let's let's go through it on a design perspective, not a usefulness. Johnny, I would probably tend to agree. I think Jolteon is the coolest looking Eevee evolution. Umbreon is right up there as well.
I like Umbreon a whole lot too.
Umbreon's very good.
Got a Vaporeon from Jiggy-san. I can appreciate a Vaporeon.
Yeah.
My problem with Vaporeon, and it's not Vaporeon's fault. There's just so many other good water Pokemon. It's hard to say like, okay, I'm gonna use my water slot for Vaporeon when you have something like Gyarados out there. But it's not a ton of good Gen 1 electric Pokemon.
Need to get that shiny one in your party, man.
Which
Shiny
one?
one?
Oh, I know.
Oh, the shiny Gyarados?
Yeah.
No, the shiny Ponyta.
Oh, yeah.
What were you saying, Chase?
I was talking about evolutions.
God damn it. Not good. Not good at all.
All right, let's flip the question. What's the worst design for an evolution?
I don't like the fairy one.
You don't like Sylveon?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I don't know. Leafeon's not my favorite.
Yeah, I was thinking Leafeon. This looks a little kind of whatever. Actually, I'd probably go the ice one, Glaceon. I think that one, I don't like the ears on that one.
Not a good spot here.
I forgot all about Glaceon.
It's got bangs.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like that one.
Fuck, I forgot. So the only thing I don't like about these double battles is that you can't pick which Pokemon you're going to fight. So if I wanted to attack over here, I can't. Let's see if Silverwind, will that do anything?
I think Glaceon, Sylveon, Leafeon are the worst.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't think Flareon's all that
Yeah.
much to write home about either, but
I think just because it's Gen 1, I'm more forgiving.
that's
Is
fair.
there fucking
Bobby,
Gengar?
you're having
Yeah,
a
that's a
bad
fucking
time.
Gengar right there.
Get back in there. Get back in there.
I think you're gonna be able to sneak past.
Oh, I got it behind him. Please let me catch him.
Thanks for hanging out, Jedi.
Thanks, Jedi.
He's gonna.
Shit.
Okay, here's another Pokemon question for you. We were talking about Weasel kind of, like Floatzel kind of ruining Weasel. What other Pokemon do you like that has an evolution that you think kind of ruins it? Kind of sucks.
Fucking the Corgi from Sword and Shield. Its evolution sucks.
Yeah, Bolthound.
Yes.
I don't actually mind that Pokemon, but when you know that it's the evolution to the cute Corgi,
Yes.
you go, you got it. Why'd you do that? Ooh, a Steelix. Steelix, that's a hell of a Pokemon.
Come on, come on. Oh, let's go! I got it. Hell
Pretty
yeah!
good.
That's awesome.
Mine, you just caught one there, but Sneasel. I love Sneasel, and I think Weavile is not all that great. Not a big fan.
We just got an Onyx. Let's go for another one of these Steelix.
Jiggy-san, I like that pick. Geodude is an all-time classic looking Pokemon. I think Graveler looks okay. I prefer the Gravelers, like the Gen 1 sprite Gravelers, more than some of the other Gravelers. And then I think Golem absolutely sucks. That is a terrible looking Pokemon.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. I think we did pretty good, all things considered, in there.
Yeah.
Let's head back to camp really quick, and let me clear this off my map, because I think I'm gonna heal up. I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna see if I can get us up to level 5 so I can get better control over our Rhydon there.
Okay. Bobby, let me ask you this. Similarly to a game like Pokemon Let's Go,
Yeah.
when you're catching so many Pokemon, do you feel like it kind of devalues
Not for me.
the Pokemon? Okay.
Because I'm also the type of guy, though, that, like, I'm very specific. So let me control it down for a second.
Mm-hmm.
When I play RPGs, and even, like, we talked about Star Citizen this past week, like, I have to get everything and become over-encumbered and take it back and, like, sell it and make money. And so, like, if it's available for me to get, my mind tells me you need to get this, you need to get it. It will become something that you can break down and use. Pokemon, I know it doesn't matter. Like, there's not a way for me to
You can't refine the Pokemon.
But if you do release it, you get items. So like in one hand, like I'm getting some things there. But for me, I have to collect. I have to hoard. I have to be able to bring it back and then organize it, break it down, and then you like. I really like that. My brain gets very satisfied when I do things like that.
You're collecting all the wheels of cheese in the game.
Yes.
And putting them into your house.
Yes.
Just because you can.
Just because I can.
That's interesting, because I would say for me, when I play Pokemon games, if I'm playing a Pokemon game normally, what I usually just do is catch the first one of a type that I see, and then that's my one.
Sure.
I don't care if it has bad EVs and IVs or whatever. That stuff doesn't matter to me, and it's usually because the games aren't hard, so I have what I caught, I make it into what I want it to be, and that's it. I'm actually really enjoying the Nuzlocke stuff that I'm doing with Johnny, with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, for a kind of similar reason. Like, these are the only Pokemon you get.
Right.
You get such a limited amount of them, and they're so stringent on the rules of how you catch them and when you can catch them, that there's a real, oh man, like this, I have a real sense of ownership over this. Whereas when I play something like Pokemon Go, it's, oh hey, the 500th Rattata I caught.
Right.
Great.
I don't like it as much there, but this setting is better for me.
Yeah. Even when I played the Let's Go games, where it was, you had to catch multiples, like if you wanted to get the better Pokemon on a route, or if you started shiny hunting or something like that, you would have to catch a bunch of Pokemon in a row and get a streak. And so it just got to the point of, I'm catching so many Chanseys in a row, hoping that I can find the shiny Chansey. Sure. And it gets to the point of, okay, I've got a box with like
nothing but Chansey.
With 40 different Chansey.
Oops, all Chanseys.
Oops.
And like this, I don't give a shit about any of these Pokemon, and that feels very antithetical to the idea of Pokemon, or at least like the idea of the Pokemon anime and the story that they're telling you in Pokemon, where it's like, these are our friends, and we level them up and train them and form bonds with them. It's like, actually, no. I caught 40 of them just so I could get a bunch of candy, so then I could feed them into the one that actually matters. That doesn't sound very Pokemon at all.
Let me interrupt you really quick, Chase. So this is what you're going to see. Sure. This is your report. So this is the first part of exiting correctly, and there's different modifiers that you can get to give you stuff. As you can see here, they break it down, and so we're going to be making a little over $8,000, and that'll go into our pile there. The next one is a review of your Pokedex, and this is where they're going to talk about what kind of data you would do here. So we completed a few, we added a few more into it. I don't know how great we'll do here. I'm very curious. Let's take a look. We'll back out of it. Oh, we're going to do all right, I think. No, we did not get there. So we need 760 points to get to that next level. I'll return to the village. And I want to show you the fields really quick, because I think that's pretty interesting on how they're doing that here. So when you first come into Jubilife, over here on the left, you will find, what's her name? Marie? So she's basically keeping all your Pokemon here for you. So you don't have the box system, and sometimes you'll see them in there, so you can leave Pokemon here. She's not really leveling them up, so it's not a daycare that I've seen so far. But you'll every now and again see your Pokemon hanging out. So if you needed to get your Pokemon out, you could do so by popping over here. And
they just don't have computers in this world yet, so they can't store Pokemon layout.
So I got two Onyx here. I don't know. I think they're pretty similar.
I mean, you got a Steelix, so you don't need either of them.
Yeah. So there's a 31 here. I'm gonna let it go.
Mm-hmm. Bobby, I see you got an unknown over there. Is that the only one you've seen, or is the whole alphabet here?
So this is really cool how they did it. You go into, before you get into one of the second noble fight, there's this shrine that you go into, and these bandits have stolen a part of the wall that has some hieroglyphics on it. Well, the writing is unknowns. And so after you bring it back into it, they're like, hey, that looks pretty familiar. We think it might be this. They have a mechanism that doesn't allow you to throw a Pokemon at them, but you can catch them. And as you're leaving camp after that whole cutscene, like, hey, come back here for a second. They're like, there's something on you. You turn around and one of the unknowns is on your back. And that creates the whole, like, hey, you should find these. They're available. And I happened to be going by where the bandits were. And they had set up a campfire, and there's like 4 logs around it. And this unknown was sitting on that there. So I've got this unknown, but they're all in the game.
Yeah, you got that D.
Upper right
I've always
hand.
said Bobby's got the D.
Bobby's got the D. If you check out the upper right hand corner here above the stats, you're going to see that little red icon next to the gender. That is to identify the alpha. So if you have an alpha version, that's letting you know that that's what that is.
Okay. 50. That's an impressive boy.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky on this one. Ponyta there did a great job. Actually, let's swap those Ponytas out.
Sure.
Get our shiny one out there. And just because I'm feeling... I don't know if I want to waste any candy. Oh. What did we get? What'd they give us? Grit Gravel.
Great. Wow, what a gift.
Thank you.
I can't remember what that
That's what
does.
I always wanted.
What does Grit Gravel do? Gravel that can raise the effort level for one of the Pokemon stats. It can be used only if the effort level is at least 3 and no greater than 5. So these are some of the other things that, like, let me show you some crafting really quick, because I think that we're probably getting to a point where we might want to wrap up here soon.
Yeah, I think so.
So you can, on your person, you have a key item that lets you craft anywhere you go. These items you've gotten from Pokemon. So like this Mind Plate, and then there is a Meadow Plate, and also an Insect Plate that I don't know if they're like one-time uses or
They're not.
Okay.
If they are what they are in previous Pokemon games, they're held items that are similar to, like, the Mind Plate is very similar to the Bent Spoon.
Got it.
Just up the power of psychic moves. But, and this is probably ties into this game, I just have a guess based on the title, but if you give those plates to Arceus, it changes Arceus's type.
Got it.
So if an Arceus is holding a Mind Plate, it turns into a psychic.
So I really like the crafting stuff. No surprises there if you know anything about me and the games I like. But over on, you will be given new recipes throughout the game. So every time that you level up, you get a new recipe for something. And the most recent one that I got was these feather balls that you can make. So a ball that flies fast and true, ideal for catching nimble Pokemon and Pokemon that fly high in the air. But then the things that I was capturing out in the wild give you the materials needed to create it. So I can come in here and make one, looks like. That's all I have from iron on my person right now, because I'm not at an actual crafting point. I'm just using the one that's in my... So off those items there. But that's how you would do more of those. Is this Monster Hunter? In some ways, yes, there is some Monster Hunter here. Is there anything else that you feel like we should go over or show off or talk about? I mean,
no, I just want to play more of this game now.
Well, that's the point, right?
Myself.
Like then we did a successful stream. Like so I've got a lot of time in this, and we'll wrap up here. I'm gonna switch over to credits. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, my only question at this point is why would we do a quick look anymore? Like, we kind of just did it now.
Yeah, I might
I'm
try.
fine to see more of this game.
Yeah.
So is there any trainer battling happening? Can you even battle trainers online or anything like that?
Not that I've seen so far. Let me get us over here to credits, and then we can talk through that.
I did see in that same review there was some kind of trainer battle in Jubilife, and that seemed more like a story-based thing than.
Yeah, I mean, I've battled trainers, but not like to the degree that I was doing in other Pokemon games.
Sure.
So this is a pretty big statement for me. And I talked to Johnny and my cousin about this. Two things I want to bring up. One, my cousin, who has adamantly avoided Pokemon for a long time, picked this game up today. And he's like, you know, these are the types of things that like I would be into if I was going to play it. Like there's some changes that they made with it. A few years back, I went through a lot of the mainline Pokemon games for the first time. Like, because I had played Red and Blue when I was much younger, and I wanted to play more of them, and I had a pretty good time doing it. There's a few that I ran into that like I didn't care for that much. But I was telling Johnny today, like I've been thinking about this game when I wasn't playing it, which was few and far between today, and it's brand new, so it's got some recency bias, but I don't recall like a Pokemon game gripping me like this one has since I played Pokemon for the first time. And the formula that they're going for, I think, really works. I love the mechanics of trying to like figure out the best approach for some of these. Like I was rushing through things tonight, trying to make this trying to make sense of teaching you all like what this game is. But when you're playing it and you come up like around a corner and there's all these Pokemon looking at you, and you see one that you're pretty into, like how you would like decide like, okay, am I going to attempt to like lure it with a berry? Like, do I have these missions that I'm picking up for? Do I need to grab a few more of them? I really like what they've done with the Pokedex on observing things and like making that more of like a task. Like, hey, I'm gonna go out
doing
here.
Actual research.
Yeah, like doing actual research feels pretty neat for what this is, and like the weight of like you're doing things that could shape what becomes Pokemon. Like there's a neat concept there that goes into it, but I'm very much into the risk reward that's happening. It's still easy, I should say. Like Pokemon's always been known like to be kind of easy. This is still that to a degree. But when I think about, like, we've talked a lot about like, hey, what would you want to see Pokemon do? And like, I remember you both telling me like, hey, you should just take your time going through them, because if you played one Pokemon game, you've played them all. Like, I distinctively remember those conversations with the both of you when I set out to play all those mainline games. Where this one feels like they took some chances to try something new, and like if the Legend series becomes like this offset of like its own thing that would go with it, like I'm cool with that. I wouldn't be terribly upset if this gets a little bit more focus and they add some more stuff to it, because I do think,
yeah, it's like this is the experimental side game they make to see, like, to try a few new things. And then see how that can influence the main line.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on.
At least that's my hope.
Like, I know that you're doing a whole run, the two of you, with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and they're fine. Like,
they're fine. Yeah, like if I wasn't doing the Nuzlocke run with them, I would probably be finished with them at this point and probably have more or less forgotten about them. And I think the original Diamond and Pearl games are good. I liked those games, but there is certainly. I feel like we definitely have been getting diminishing returns with the most recent Pokemon games.
Yes.
Sword and Shield, as much as we enjoyed it in the moment, the more we think on that game, the less we really liked it. New Pokemon Snap, I think, was cool, and then didn't have it, unfortunately. Actually, does this game have any sort of photo mode?
Not that I've encountered.
Okay. Because this game is kind of what a lot of what this game is doing is kind of what I wanted from a new Pokemon Snap, which is
wandering in the wild.
If it was just like an open world, you're going around, you're finding Pokemon in their environments, in their elements, and taking photos. That for a research Pokedex, that seems like that would be a really cool idea. And we didn't quite get that. Bobby, if I do a what's this Pokemon on this screen, will it work? Or is it
let me double check and see. Yeah, it'll work here. Yeah, you can do.
Okay. I want to do one more before we call it night.
The only there you go. Who is that Pokemon?
Oh, that's
This is the end of the game inside. This is what chases you.
Yeah, I was gonna.
This is a Galar region Pokemon. This is the evolution of that fucking squirrel.
Oh yeah.
What is it called? It's in Unite now.
Yeah,
I think, or it's about to be in Unite.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't know why they put it in there, 'cause I don't think this Pokemon is deserving of that. But is it something like Cheeks or
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Grub,
cheeks.
like Grub Cheeks or something like that?
Grub cheeks.
Shit.
Grubby cheeks.
Let me just look up Sword Shield Pokemon. Man, I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head.
Jeff Grubb. It is Jeff Grubb.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that a Jeff Grubb emote?
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
There you go.
Greedent. Nice.
Squovit's the unevolved form.
Chase, I gotta be very transparent with you. The entirety of my day has been hoping, like seriously, like hoping that you would like this game. And
I would. Here's the thing. I love traditional Pokemon, and I know that it hasn't changed all that much over the years, but I'm perfectly fine with that. And honestly, if you ask me what I'm more excited to play right now, right this second, Pokemon Legends Arceus on one side, and a bunch of weird-ass Pokemon ROM hacks that I can play in my analog pocket, I want to play the weird-ass ROM hacks because they're still the traditional Pokemon games that I love. I don't have a problem with this, other than the way it looks. And I want to try it out, and the kicker is we do a video game podcast, which means I also feel the need to stay current and play games that are from 2022. And so far, we're about a month into 2022, and I haven't played a single 2022 video game. So I'm going to end up playing this.
Hey, for what it's worth,
yeah,
it's the best game I've played this year.
Yeah, but it's like that's an incredibly low bar to cover. But I do appreciate that it seems like a good game. Certainly compared to what we thought it was going to be just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's we talk about what it's gone through transitions, but our game of the year stuff. What did we end up changing the name of that category to? From biggest surprise.
I can look it up real quick if you want, but
I as you're doing that, like I think that this really fits the mold there because this is something that at one point in time, like we were all like, do I even pre-order this? Like you don't even have it pre-ordered right now. Like, and
overachiever of the year.
Yeah. Like I would say that absolutely this is overachieving in that sense.
I don't know.
My expectations were non-existent for this for
on the floor
the longest time.
I mean, this could very well end up being like one of my favorite Pokemon experiences outside of the original one. And I'm all in on what they're doing here. Like the RPG stuff is working very well. I love the fetch quest a whole lot. I like the raw encounters that you're having out there. Like the Safari Zone in Sword and Shield was cool, or not the Safari Zone, but the oh my god, what was that called?
Wild area.
The wild area. Like this is definitely inspired. It's like wild area adjacent, but it's got a lot more like. There is something very much about like the discovery and pioneering element that they've brought into it, which I think works really well here. And I'm curious how this will all play out from a story perspective, and like, does it take you back to modern day, and what that would be? Because like you show up in a lot of ways, like Nino Kuni, where they're like making fun of like the clothes that you have on, like where are you from? Why do you have that on? And like what is that all about? And so you have to like, it's known, right, that you're not from that dimension, and they're trying to figure out like. Are you in the real Sinnoh, or are we the real Sinnoh? Like, which one's real? And like trying to understand that stuff. So like, there's some cool stuff there. The characters are pretty interesting. We didn't see a whole lot of them tonight, and that was by default. Like I'm pretty far into the game. I don't want to spoil too much for everybody on what's going on here because it is again like a new approach to that storytelling. Like it's different than what the other games are when it comes to why you're doing what you're doing. So I think that there's something very fresh about this game that I tried really hard tonight to keep somewhat fresh and show things that you might be familiar with or have questions about. So I'm all in. Obviously, like I spent my entire day playing it, and I'm probably going to stay up for a few more hours tonight playing it because I fucking love it. It's great.
Bobby, I know you were really concerned yesterday when we were talking about this of what starters are we getting? Can we trade them?
Yeah.
Are the other starters available in the game for you to catch without trading?
Not yet. So they teach you. There's a really cool tutorial at the beginning about like, here's how you catch in this game, and you're helping the professor with the 3 starters that they give you. But I have not encountered any of the starters in the wild yet. But again, I'm only at the 3rd camp. I think that there's 10 campsites I can get to, or 10 regions based off the stars. I think there's 10 stars you can become.
Like on one hand, you've played this game for 10 full hours. On the other hand, you've only played this game for 10 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, you certainly haven't seen everything, I'm sure. But
yeah, it's really good. And like you brought up a good point. Like, do we just call this our quick look? Because again, like, what can I show you tomorrow that you don't already know at this point in time? Maybe something a bit more focused, like, hey, we're gonna run the gambit here. But
yeah, maybe we could do that.
I don't know. Like, my mind's racing. Like, I got a lot of recency bias right now, but it's also like, I don't really know how this is going to go. And like, I could tell you on every Pokemon game that I've played, the main ones, like, well, I hit the 3rd gym. I've got this many more. I'm going to have this fight at the end of it. I'm going to get these Pokemon probably at the end of that. I have my Cloud Save Pokemon that I'm going to be able to bring down now. Like, all those things that I could tell you with confidence were going to happen, I can't do right now. And that is pretty fucking neat after 20 years of Pokemon to be able to say, like, whether this is good or bad, or it shits the bed and it ends up just really going off the rails for me, to be able to sit here with all of you and our friends tonight and say, like, I'm playing a Pokemon game with a fresh set of eyes for the first time in a few decades is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, you have that real sense of discovery that
Yep.
we haven't really had for a while.
No. And not that I love the traditional story. Like what you said earlier, I think is really astute and really important, that like, I wasn't going to walk away from that franchise. Like, I love Pokemon. I want to keep playing Pokemon. I'm happy if they go back to that formula. I will buy that next game. But out of the Let's Go's that they've done and some of the more like Pokemon Cafe shit and then the other weird stuff that they're doing, this is 100% like what Bobby wants. Like, this is what I want with that. Like, give me more of this. Give me more of the weird Bowser Fury shit too with Mario. Like, these are the types of things that, like, fucking do the weird one-off stuff if you need to, or like make it adjacent to it in a way. Like, these are things that are really fucking cool. Like, I love what they're doing here. Nintendo needs to be a bit more advantageous. Like, even with Mario and Rabbids, like, they gave somebody a chance to do that, and they helped them out to do a story and a mechanic that, like, you wouldn't have thought about. And so I don't know. I'm happy with where it's at. I'm good. I'm satisfied.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad this game is not the complete garbage we worried that it
100%. I would have been very.
Jiggy makes a very good point in the
Yes.
chat. That new Kirby game though looks real good, and that comes out March.
Yeah,
March. March.
I mean, that's a great point, Jiggy. Like, if that's Nintendo getting weird with Kirby the same way they've gotten weird with a few other things lately, like Nintendo when they've gone like, so I don't want to be like, well, this is what they've done that has worked well, but I think making Zelda Breath of the Wild open world was really fucking smart. I think when Mario got open world-esque with Bowser's Fury, that worked out really well for them. This version of Pokemon being a lot more open has worked out very well for them. And if Kirby can follow in that'd be fucking cool. Like, I'm all in. All in.
I mean, even if Kirby was more like Mario Odyssey, which wasn't
open
world,
right.
but it was just more open levels, that is something I would be really interested in from a Kirby game. I want to see what that is.
Yeah, I have.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Bobby. Thanks for showing us quite a bit of Pokemon Legends Arceus here. And, we'll see. We might still end up doing a quick look and doing something that's certainly more quick than what we did here for a full stream.
I'll be really brief here. I just linked everything for you and for us here. This past week we had 2 great quick looks that went up. We had a really fun episode on Wednesday night for the show. We started a new series with Portal on Monday. We're going to be playing Genshin Impact this upcoming Monday. Johnny and I are going to be going back to the factory next week. Lots of really cool shit happening with our show right now. This was a ton of fun to do a different format and have you all on for Casual Fridays. Chase, we've talked about Gamers on the Go, and we've talked about your Nuzlocke adventure. I believe that you are recording something soon for Gamers on the Go proper. Do you want to?
In 8 hours, Johnny and I will be starting a recording for Gamers on the Go.
Yeah.
Yep. So look forward to that coming out probably sometime early next week. So that's exciting.
Nice. Very cool. Everybody who tuned in, thank you so much. Johnny and Chase, thanks for hanging out with me as we went exploring for Pokemon. And we will be back on Monday with Genshin Impact. Everybody take care, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Hey.